Welcome everyone to this new Qi Gong class. And today we're going to work on our middle dantian and particularly on cultivating kindness and compassion. So these are natural qualities, we can say, of our higher self or our natural state. And of course they can emerge simply from meditation, or they can be cultivated in many ways during our life experience. But of course it is very effective as well to just actively look for these qualities in our practice. And it is very beneficial, first of all, just for ourselves, because so much of our suffering comes from all the violence we have against ourselves. And so it is very important in our practice to become able to address it and to cultivate the opposite or the antidote qualities, we can say, so kindness, compassion. And this also opens our ability to receive. That is also related to this middle dantian, which we can say has a more active function of giving, sharing, love, and also a passive function, which is the ability to receive this love. So let's take a moment to prepare, putting our feet together. And taking a few breaths. And as always, we begin by simply slowing down our breath. Letting it go deeper. And observing the slow and gradual return of our awareness, of our consciousness around the area of our physical body. I position myself along the central line of my body. And in particular in the area of the center of my chest. So this area that comprehends the heart, but also the middle dantian, so all this chest area. You don't have to be very specific. And so we try to sink into that area, to activate that area, to let this area speak in a sense. And somehow to try to be in this area, observing from here, observing what is around me, what is happening to me from the point of view of this area in the center of my chest. With the intelligence, with the wisdom of this area. So the energy of this part of our body and of our energy system is an energy of connection. And its language is of an emotional type. So also now in our practice, we want to observe using our emotional body. It's not necessarily the rational or the pragmatic part of myself, but more the emotional one. And so I would like to invite you to try as much as you can during the whole practice to maintain and to always go back to this perspective. Whatever exercise we are doing, whatever image or thought appears in your consciousness, trying to observe from this emotional, sincere, open point of view. Without judging whatever the emotional content may arise. So in this way we also are willing to be vulnerable if that is the case in some circumstances. So this is part of the requirements, let's say, for this practice. So, we take a few moments from here, connected with the center of our chest, to simply feel the space around us as we continue to breathe deeply. And expand, open our energy field around us, reaching out, feeling the space around us, feeling the natural energy surrounding us. The energy of the particular moment and time of the day where you are right now. To generally connect energetically with the surrounding. Trying to do so, again, using the means of communication of our middle dantian. Understanding the emotional content that is always carried with any energy type. It always carries some emotional content. Or we can say with our emotion we can read any type of energy. And so just take a moment to contemplate the space, the surroundings, and ourselves. Relaxing in this perception. And maybe it may already occur to you the beauty, or at least some of the beauty, of all of this that is surrounding us. So we feel open, connected, and we breathe with tranquility, simply present with no rush. Taking a deep breath and maintaining this state, we bend the knees. Breathing in, we open the feet. And we begin to relax the body even further. And bringing up the arms to the sides. We're going to stretch out a little bit. Palms up. Expanding in this field. And relax. Swinging the arms. You can even bounce a little bit on your knees, pushing yourself up. Maintaining the observation of this natural energy, this open and peaceful space all around us. And we are relaxing into it, we are easing ourselves into it. Like it's becoming more easy, more obvious to just stay connected to this. Relaxing our body deeper, we allow more of the natural energy to touch us, to enter in contact with us, to show us its qualities. And just a little bit more with this movement. And coming up. Again, stretching. Expanding, reaching out. And next we will swing side to side. So The arms follow one line more or less. They come up on the sides and then they swing each one to the opposite side. Also here you can bounce up and down a little bit. Again, opening ourselves, making ourselves permeable to the natural energy and its kindness, its loving qualities, its life-giving qualities, its peace. Breathing deeply, opening up. Communicating in your own intuitive way with the natural energy around us. And prepare to change the movement. So when we come down, we just come up again, both hands at the same time. Palms to the air, stretching up. You can even hold your hands to stretch up longer, elongating the spine. Pulling down your spine from the bottom. Looking to create more space between the vertebrae. Breathing out to come down. And coming up from the sides, coming down in the front. Expanding out, seeing that there is no difference, no separation between our energy and the natural energy. There is no barrier for the communication with the natural energy. We participate, we are part of this beautiful, vibrant, deeply wise and deeply loving energy. We are always unavoidably 1. And one more time, we'll go back to some more stretches to open and relax the body. But we try to maintain, without forcing too much, this observation. So when you come down, you can put your hands on the hips and bring the chest out and in, out, and in, as we breathe, while we keep swimming in this energy, we stretch the body, opening, waking up. And to the side. Opening all this area of the ribs. Stretching all the way to the hip. But mostly trying to open here. Bringing up the shoulder. And from here, we will try to make a circle. So bring the chest back to the other side, to the front, to the side, to the back. It's not such an easy movement, so you can take your time to figure it out, more or less. If you like, you can put your hands on your sternum, so that this may help you to draw the circle. As we are breathing deeply with tranquility. I can breathe in when I come forward and breathe out as I come back. And change direction. And in all of these positions that I pass through with my circle, I try to observe how it feels. Accepting whichever subtle emotional content may be related to these positions. in this level the physical sensations. They also can be translated into some kind of emotional content. For example, when I have my chest out, stretched, it feels in a specific way. And when I have it stretched in, it feels in another way. Try not to force any emotional content on it, just trying to see what is already there. What this makes you experience in this moment. Especially, I would like you to observe how it makes you feel when you open your chest completely. We can stop a little bit more in this position with the chest stretched out. And for me, this sometimes feel like that it's too much. Something that is too much. In a positive sense, there is too much and I cannot take it in. So much love, so much beauty. For me, at least, I don't know, maybe for you as well, or maybe not, this shows me my limitation in taking in all that there is, because somehow I do not completely deserve it, or it's not for me, or it's not whatever. And so for this reason, we try to open this position and stay and accept whatever, all this abundance, all this air. Imagine that stretching this position is helping us to open, to accept, to receive the most awesome things, and allowing ourselves, giving ourselves the permission to receive it. Accepting the fact that we do deserve to receive all of this. If you like, you can even bring your arms up, stretching backwards even more. Accepting all of this for 3 more breaths. Stretching out. And slowly coming down. Hands to the chest. Palms together. Here we can sit down in a standing meditation position. And we're going to stay like this for a while. You can rest your palms against your chest if you like. And here, take a moment to look inside at myself. At my emotional self. At my default emotional vibration that I have during my days. Of course, it's not always exactly the same, but it follows some patterns. Some of which are not kind, compassionate toward myself. Definitely, there are many thoughts, repetitive thoughts, that are of a violent nature against myself. Probably, very likely, we use these thoughts as excuses to not allow the bigger, the more abundant, loving, fulfilling energy that is already present anywhere to enter in us. Let's say we limit the amount of joy, happiness, that we experience on a daily basis, because we have done something bad, we are not good, we are not doing as well as we would like to. There are so many thoughts of lack about ourselves that we continue to repeat to ourselves. That we should do more. And so I would like to invite you to meditate on the fact that you do deserve to experience love, joy, peace, self-love at its fullest. And you deserve this not because of something that you have done in the past, but simply for being, for existing, for being you, for being a unique part, a unique expression certain qualities of this universe. And so, as every life deserves love, every piece of the universe deserves love, so do we. And so the exercise that I propose to you now is the following. We're going to try to connect with the greatest amount of self-love, self-kindness, self-forgiveness, and all of this similar feeling of tranquility, peace, wholeness, related to our emotional level, let's say. So we're going to try to connect with the maximum size, amount of this feeling as we can. As much as self-love as we can, especially. You can use whatever image, whatever idea to help yourself to increase this feeling of self-love. For all that you have suffered, for all that you have went through, we love ourselves. We forgive ourselves. And whenever we reach a limit in the self-love we can experience, I would like to invite you to try to see what happens if we just simply go beyond that limit. Simply dissolve this limit, because it has really no purpose of being there, this limit. There is no real reason why we should limit our self-love. We can still grow, we can still push ourselves to do better, to improve, to go beyond our limits, to take challenges. But still, it's not necessary for us to be so violent with ourselves. We can grow, we can move forward from a state of love, from a state of compassion, from a state of inspiration. And you can bring your palms to your chest. Embracing yourself. Embracing yourself with as much love as you can. If you like, you can use the image of the inner child. of the injured, of the abandoned part of yourself that is crying for help, that is neglected, that is hurt. That is ignored. And trying to embrace that as much as we can, with all the love, with all the kindness, embracing ourselves. Also, another image you may use, if it helps you, is the image of you embracing the love of your life, which is you. Like if you have finally found the love of your life, and it's you. And so you embrace with so much love, finally finding each other. Embracing ourselves. All that love. All that we have been looking for. It's here in ourselves. And for this reason we love ourselves so much, so fully, so deeply, so infinitely. There is no boundaries to the gratitude, to the love that we feel for ourselves. It is so infinite, so complete, so full, so already there. I'm going to take a few moments to breathe, trying to integrate all of this love, all of these feelings. Now that I have found you, I will honor you. I will treat you with love and kindness. I will motivate you, encourage you. I will support you. With all my strength. In the joyful and in the difficult times. I will do my best. My dear one. And so I forgive myself for all the violence that I expressed against myself in the past. And I express the desire, the vow to be kind and loving in myself. That many times it is so much more simple than how we think it to be. It's so simple, just like it is obvious to love a baby, an animal. It is so obvious. The true love, it's obvious. It's always already there. It's simple. So taking a few breaths, we will begin bringing down one hand to the lower dantian. And when the first hand is there, the second one goes down. And we continue like this. Bringing down the energy. Relaxing all this space that is between these two centers. Digesting all this energy, bringing it down in your storage. Integrating it in the depth of your subconscious. Bringing the energy down to the dantians means this, filling it up. The integration process happens naturally. We just focus on bringing down the energy to the lower dantian, that's it. Bringing down also this quality, this loving quality to the lower dantian. You can visualize it, if you like, as a warm feeling. And you can start to bring one hand out, and we'll do the same movement but without touching. Also bringing down the energy around us. And so we observe how in this state of increased peace with ourselves, of increased love for ourselves, it is even more obvious our connection with the natural energy, how we are the same. Let's say we are even more similar to the natural energy. Which is naturally at peace, which is not in lack, which doesn't need more, simply is complete, full, whole. And so we move the energy around us. It's not our energy, it's not the external energy, it's a mix. It's just energy, in and out, flowing through our system, coming up from the top and washing our body. If you like, you can turn the palm toward your body and make the movement nice and big. And you can go with both hands at the same time. Clearing out any residual tension, also maybe the effort that we have done, we can also release it, relax it. Relaxing ourselves into this new state, new vibrational state. Visualizing ourselves integrating this in our daily life, in the following days, in the everyday life moments. When we are walking in the street, when we are in the public transport, when we are cooking, when we are eating, when we are preparing to go to sleep, when we are brushing our teeth, when we are waking up, taking a look out of the window. In every moment of our life, when we are working, cultivating, nourishing the seed of the natural state of kindness, of self-love, of compassion, nurturing the love, the relationship with ourselves. Integrating this energy in all the moments of our life. It's like if in this moment we are opening a portal that transports to every moment of our future life and injecting love and kindness into every point of our life. Sending love to all our future selves in all their moments, in all their experiences. They are loved, they are held, they are supported. From ourselves. And 3 more times, you can do it even more slowly, expanding ourselves even more, receiving even more of this beautiful, bright energy. And one last time, with no rush, and this time with more silence. Simply observing and bringing down in, deep down, deep down, deep down to our dantian, where we close our hands. Taking a few breaths in our lower dantian. Rooting ourselves. Rooting ourselves to the ground. Anchoring all the energy down to the ground. Filling up our lower dantian. We continue this work of bringing the energy down and filling up the dantian as we begin to make some circles around our belly with our hands. And you can change direction of your rotation, starting from a bigger circle and slowly by slowly making the circle smaller, spiraling the energy into the lower dantian, like sealing it in there. All the energy is entering, condensing in the lower dantian. The spiral becomes smaller and more smaller until it disappears into a point. Taking one more moment to close it in there. And we rub the hands. And we proceed with the closure, massaging. First our face, in whichever way feels comfortable for you. Slowly by slowly go down, massaging your shoulders, arms. Bringing all of this nice energy to your body, printing it into the body memory. So we feel our body, we feel the sensations of each part of our body. And we begin tapping. And finally, we do this kind of movement like if we were bringing out the dust. We relax one more time. Feeling our body. and bringing our feet together. And with a lot of appreciation for the natural, loving kindness present in all things, in the natural energy around us, with its illimited wisdom. With a lot of humbleness and kindness toward ourselves. With our inner smile, we close the space of practice. Thank you.